a safe space to express their emotions, because suppressing emotions is not a good thing. So we can just tell them, this is a safe space. You can express your pain, your anger, your happiness. That is one way of supporting others. And nextly, I would say is encouraging them to pursue some hobby which would give them a sense of achievement and which would channelize their energy. And lastly, I would say just give genuine compliments. It's the thought that counts. I believe failures are stepping stones to success, to more happiness, to achieving better things. Becoming a better person comes from failure, and when we learn from those failures, so either you win or you learn. My failures have taught me humility, and something that has made me stronger through my failures is facing my fears. So if you go out there and take your fears head on, they no more exist. After all, fear is just a state of mind. So there are times when I feel overwhelmed by rushing thoughts, or I feel extreme anxiety that I can't think through. The technique that I use during this time to calm myself is a self-hug. So I just wrap my arms around me and I tap slowly. I do that for 15 to 20 times, and it slows down the thoughts, it puts me in perspective. And there is one more thing that I do is I have associated some visual aids for this technique. So whenever I see a Rubik's Cube on my table, it reminds me that okay, I'm feeling anxious. This is the technique that I've associated, and I can do this technique. Another thing which I do when I anticipate anxiety, so this also happens a lot of time that I anticipate I might have anxiety, and I do deep breathing that time. So I inhale for a certain number of counts and I exhale for at least 2 counts more than what I have inhaled. So you take, when you breathe in, you just count. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So say I have inhaled for 4 counts, I would exhale for 6 counts. So while exhaling, you can just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is one more technique that calms me down, and I would say that doodling or sketching is something that helps me to avoid being anxious. So these are some of the coping mechanisms that I use. The greatest source of inspiration for me is Mother Nature. So nature is everywhere. It makes me believe in abundance. We can be happy in others' success, knowing that there's plenty for us. There is no bigger power than nature, and yet it is so humble. It is always giving. It feeds us, nurtures us. So few things that we can learn from nature, and it has different expressions. Even if it is in the background, you can't deny its existence. Empathy is one of my strengths, the ability to understand others and celebrating the differences without any judgment, standing by people for who they are and who they are not. It's pure acceptance, and that comes from empathy for others. Another strength I would say is courage, which I have developed over the period of time. So generally we think courage is being tenacious, being outspoken, or being aggressive. But courage also comes from being open to be vulnerable and seeking help. I have achieved bigger things because I had the courage to ask for help, to seek help, to say that I want to put an end to this anxiety and depression and I need help. Compassion, to be sensitive to the difficulties and challenges that other people are going through. Another value that I would say is being extremely thankful for the things that happen to me or people around me, and that comes from immense gratitude. And one more value that I resonate is with respect. So respecting your own need, respecting the needs of other people, giving respect to other people and getting respect. So compassion, gratitude and empathy would be the values that are very important to me. Happiness to me is getting in zone with activities that I love to do. I had this vision board which I think makes me resilient, and that is taking actions in spite of fear, taking actions in spite of doubts, taking actions in spite of worries. I am bigger than this.